And this feature is brought to you by the leader in short-term insurance, providing tailor-made solutions for most of South Africa's top 100 companies. Santam, rest insured. David Shapiro, give us some good news.
Vodacom. I'm just looking at the statement. 528 cents headline earnings. So that will put the share, between 50 and 60 rand. So yeah, I think the market's going to accept this, and I think it's going to really cheer this Vodacom on.
5th of May.
Yeah.
I'm
thinking through it at the moment. Telkom closed at 99 rand today. You're going to get a 19 rand dividend from the sale of Telkom.
Right. So that takes you down to 80.
80, yeah. So I would reckon it's 60 rand, yeah. So it pays to buy Telkom.
So Vodacom will be a much bigger company than Telkom.
Sure.
Be valued at, are you thinking 3 to 4 times? What Telkom's valued at?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting having
I think the market will like it. I think that you're going to buy Telkom. That's the way you're going to get in.
You buy Telkom now.
You buy Telkom
but
now.
after Vodacom lists, you got no more Telkom.
Well, it doesn't matter. It depends.
Well, you still
at what
you
price
keep your Telkom shares, and you get a nice dividend.
But it just gives us something to work on. It's just something positive for the market to.
You say you buy it now. Would you buy it now?
Yeah, anything under 100 rand, I reckon, is a reasonable price. You know, whether it's 90 rand, 100 rand, is not too much. But I would buy that. And I like Vodacom. I think it's a good operator, and it just gives you a second cell operator into Africa and also into the South African market. They're very, very big cash generators, a very powerful company.
I asked you for good news, David. You can't give me any good news about South Africa or the gold price.
No.
JSE down 1.5%. Gold shares down 5%.
Yeah.
Gold price is down at $914. But at least in America, after Ben Bernanke's been talking, remember their version of Tito Mboweni, things are lifting a little bit.
I think one of the reasons is that we're finally going to see one of those strategies working now. They're going to put that $1 trillion in, I think, March the 25th. They said that they'll start lending to consumers and start lending to businesses as well against assets. You know, you can put your mortgages or your motor vehicle paper against that, and they'll start lending companies business. So I think that's a little bit of good news on the market, although I thought there'd be more of a response in the Dow, but I see that it's just trading flat at the moment.
We've got to dwell on SAPI a little. The results for the update yesterday, there was quite a bit of fun and games at the annual general meeting. The executives of the company saying that they will forego a month's salary. That hasn't helped shareholders feel any better because they've dropped the price another 20% today.
It's trading around about
1360.
1360. Alec, the rights issue was almost 3 times this amount, and that rights issue itself was at a deep discount. So I think the market capitalization, you can buy the whole of SAPI, its international interest and local interest at about 7 billion rand or 7 or 8 billion rand, which just shows you how far it's fallen. I'm sure the scrap value of those assets is more than that.
Steinhoff dropped 7% after yesterday's results.
On the motor vehicle sales. You saw that, another shocker on motor vehicle sales. All the distributors were down. So Steinhoff, which has got exposure to that area, although it performed very well last year, those results were pretty good. That's down. Imperial was down. Supergroup down to 50 cents a share as well. Remember their rights issue as well. I think in both SAPI and Supergroup, Alan Gray are involved in quite a big way. So, I'd love to hear their comments. But
we will hear them tomorrow night on both of those.
But I think all the motor vehicle, anybody exposed to that area of the market is down.
So even though Steinhoff was at a 4.5 times price earnings ratio, it's now at about a 4 times price earnings ratio.
And Alec, to have a look at that chart, we're perilously close to that 18,000 mark on the all share, which was where we got to in November. So I think we're all just holding thumbs that we're able to find support at these levels.
David, we're going to talk in a moment with Walter Aylett on Warren Buffett's newsletter that came out. It was blamed for the big decline in the market yesterday. Is that accurate?
No, it's crazy. I mean, he can't swing the market to those kind of levels. And I think what he said, everybody knows and everybody agrees with. I think what he did say is he made some dumb decisions, which was admission that some of the purchases last year weren't that great. But I don't think he was responsible for pushing down the market. I mean, that's just a knee-jerk reaction.